Good morning, everybody. It's Theresa. It's early Sunday morning, and my heart is racing like crazy. And I will post a picture in just a minute. Um, Unexpected moment. Just a few minutes ago, I sat down in my garden and was going to share with you about an experience yesterday. And lo and behold, right on the porch area, the patio block, was a little brown snake. And anybody that knows me knows that I am absolutely positively scared out of my mind of snakes. And it has been something I've been trying to overcome for many years. It used to be a point where it was such a phobia that I would just shake and panic and just go crazy when I saw a snake. And it really hindered my life. I live in northern Michigan, and I love the water, and I love the lake, and to canoe and to garden, and snakes are everywhere. I'm in the woods, and yet it was a real a real stumbling block. Last year, I decided I was going to confront that fear because I turned 50, and so I saw three snakes last year, and it was a really big deal because I didn't kill them. Usually when I would see a snake, I would just shake. I walked around the yard with a shovel and would just demolish it. And I know that they're beneficial creatures, and I always felt bad about that, and yet the fear was so crippling. So last year I saw three snakes, and I let them go. Not let them go. I just didn't kill them. And so earlier this summer, I was working in one of the front flower beds, pulling weeds, and I saw a snake. And it would have been my golden opportunity to confront that fear. But I didn't scream, but I picked up a rock and I killed it. And then I felt really bad, not because I killed it, but because it was an opportunity for me to confront that fear once and for all and to push myself beyond a comfort zone. And so I was a little disappointed in myself. Well, this morning I just sat down here and there was another little snake. And so I went and picked up a pair of gloves from the garage. My heart is pumping like crazy. And I picked up that snake. I conquered that fear, and I took it across the street into the woods and sent it sailing, tossed it. So I spared that little person's life. I confronted a fear. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm not sure I'm going to embrace another one, but at least at the moment, that is something I'm kind of feeling good about. Yesterday was a beautiful, absolutely beautiful day in northern Michigan. Warm temperature, sunny, and it was just a gorgeous day. I didn't have a lot of things that were pressing. I had many chores and things to do, but it was really kind of a relaxed day. And I was able to take a bike ride. I haven't been really having the opportunities to ride the bike as much as I wanted to this summer due to some physical issues and some time restraints. But yesterday I took a bike ride, and oh, what a joy it was. I actually went farther than I've ever been. And as I was riding along on my bike, so many things about this journey were just clicking. And I'm traveling along, and I had decided that I was going to try to see how far I can go, just like this journey. But I didn't have any big expectations of getting all the way to the stop sign out on 115. Rather, I just was going to go until I didn't think I could go any further and then stop. Well, I focused on the stop sign way down at the end of the road. And I became overwhelmed, like, oh my goodness, that's really far. My legs are hurting. My feet are numb all the time. Really not going to do this. And so I decided I was just going to look ahead and find some landmarks. And I was just going to go until I got to that point. And then when I got to that point, I'd turn around and head back home. Very much like my journey. If I'd have focused on the fact that I needed to lose 270 some pounds on day one, I would have given up. I couldn't do that. So I had to set little goals. And when I reached that little goal, that first 20 pounds or that first 25, and then the next one and the next one and the next one, and I gained momentum. Just like the bike ride. Yesterday it was going to be this particular road. And once I got to that road, well, I could go a little further, and I looked up further, and then there was the dump, and I'm going to go till I get to the dump, and then I'm going to go till I get to that tree. And eventually I'm at the stop sign. And I'm feeling really great. That's the furthest I've gone so far this summer. Not compared to last summer, but this was a big deal. I had never taken that trip down the rural road. And so as I was making my way down that road, I began to look at the things along the way. And I was looking at the ditch. The ditch in the roadway in the wooded area is just full of the most beautiful wildflowers ever. I've got a whole bouquet. I stopped and picked them up. There's cattail and wild bee balm and asters and some little tiny daisies and chicory and Queen Anne's lace. Just beautiful, beautiful flowers. And I focused on the side of the road, and I was looking at those things. And as I focused on that and felt the air and felt the sun on my back, I lost track of the fact that I was tired, that I had a long way to go. I was enjoying the journey, just like I encourage you to do on your weight loss. Don't focus on how far you have to go. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy those little moments. For me, it was wildflowers yesterday, but it was just symbolic of enjoying the moment of moving my belt hook over, or wrapping myself in a bath towel and having it go all the way around, or touching my toes, or seeing my feet, or any of those moments along the way. I continue to have those moments every day of, wow, look what I could do, or did you see that? What a great thing. So focus not on the final destination. Set yourself little goals. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy these beautiful things that happen on a day-to-day basis. Because you know what? You might get to a point and turn around. Something else happened yesterday that was very reminiscent of my journey. And I will show you. Let me put these flowers here. I got myself, you can't hardly see that too well, I don't know how to work that, but I got myself a pretty nasty scrape. I stopped along the side of the road and was standing up on the bike looking at the ditch and all the flowers, and the items in my front basket got off kilter, the front wheel spun around, and the next thing you know, I'm laying on the gravel. I hit the gravel pretty hard. I'm pretty banged up a little bit, nothing serious, no stitches or anything like that. Fortunately, I wasn't riding the bike, but I've got some bumps and bruises. And so that too is reminiscent of the journey. You know, I was stopped. I was paused when I tipped over. And so I still have to remind myself that even in a plateau, even in a maintenance thing, even when you're trying to stay the same or not gain weight, or you're just trying to get stronger or deal with medical treatment or whatever, you have to stay focused, because I lost focus. I wasn't paying attention to the fact that I had too many things in my basket, and I ended up on the ground. Certainly God didn't want me to get hurt, but he could use that to teach me a lesson to be careful. The other thing too is, when I was discussing this with my friend, he wanted to know what happened. Well, I had told him, and right away his response was, see, I don't want you riding the bike. It's not, something could happen to you. You could get hurt, whatever. Well, I can't let fear of falling off a bike stop me from doing that, any more than I could let fear of failing to reach a goal, fear of worrying about if I'm going to gain the weight back, fear of hitting a plateau. I cannot let fear stop me on my journey any more than I can let a scrape and a few bumps and bruises and a very sore shoulder stop me from continuing to ride my bike. I had no choice. I got back on that bike and I rode home. Just like you. When you reach that journey, maybe you slip up, maybe you have a little fall, maybe you're in a plateau where you haven't moved and you feel like giving up. Get back on that bike. Get back on the game. Sure, it was a little rougher road going home because I had blood dripping down my arm and I was feeling the effects of the fall. It's a little harder because I had fallen, just like you. It's going to be a little harder if you gain a few pounds back or if you hit a plateau or you take a break, but you can do it. Today, I'm going to get back on that bike and I'm going to do it again. So I hope everyone has a great day. It's supposed to be another beautiful day. Right now it's foggy, but I'm looking forward to heading to Mass in a little while and cooking out and just having another great day. So stay on track and take time along the way to enjoy the flowers, enjoy the birds, enjoy the beautiful weather that we're having this summer, and stay on track. You can do it.